part 2 of the amazing saga of the broken 3D printers. It's a riveting tale. I can tell there are just people there's a standing ovation going on. It's so exciting. People are on the edge of their seats. So I'm going to tell the rest of the story. So I fixed the physical problems with the printers. Psychologically, however, they weren't doing so good. And my computer that I used when I first got hold of the 3D printers, when I was learning how to use them, it was a Mac. And I couldn't figure out the slicing program. So I was like, hey, I don't know how to use this. There's no print button. Like, what do I do? She's like, oh, I'll email you this this other program that you can use, and there's a print button in there, and you can just push the button and it'll print it. And I'm like, great. And that was great. It worked fantastic. You literally, you make all the changes you need, you put in the supports, you do whatever you need, and then you push the print button and it prints, and it has like a status update, and like, it'll take 2 hours to print, and like all that sort of stuff. It was fantastic. So easy to use. Foolproof, for the most part. But then that laptop died, as did my will to live. And so I have a new laptop now. Doesn't have the program on it, obviously. And I have since deleted the email with the link to the program download in it. So I don't have the program anymore. Like, there's no way to get to it, you know? It's just so frustrating. And I was just like, it's fine. I'll use an SD card. So I had to figure that out, which was like a pain in the rear. And I don't know how to use Windows so very well, like at all. So figuring out how to download and install and make sure it actually works, like do that for a program is like, it's amazing that I even got that far. It just, I don't like it. It's not simple. Windows needs to get on their game with that. Wow, fumes. Gonna die young. Anyway, so I was like, anyway, I'll use the SD card. I figure out how to slice the files, I prepare them, I use the right, I even looked up on the internet which file type to use for the specific printer and what it'll read and stuff like that, and it should have all been good. And I was like, great. I put it on the SD card, take it out, put it in the printer, I select the SD card, I try it multiple different times. I try it turning on the machine and then putting it in, turning on the machine, selecting SD card, and then putting it in, putting in the SD card, turning on the machine, and then everything. I tried it all, and it wouldn't show up. I would select the SD card where it should be, and it was just like, there are no files. And I'm just like, there should be files. Well, what are you talking about? There should be files in there. But it was just like, nope, there aren't. And I'm just like, okay, well, I hate my life then. So, dang it, God. So I emailed them, and I'm just like, I'm having so many problems. Please give me the program where I can just push the print button and it'll print, please. I beg of you. And they're like, we can't do that. And I'm just like, why? I'm just like, okay, well, what's the problem then? What do I do? And they're just like, well, what's like... I literally explained to them what was happening, and they're just like, hi, I have brought in my coworker to help me understand your question. And I'm just like... And then they asked me to explain it again. I explain it in different wording, and I'm just like... It's like, I'm pretty sure they were doubting what was happening was actually happening to me, because they asked me like the same thing a bunch of different times, and I'm just like, this is what's happening. And then I sent them pictures of it. I'm like, this is what happening, and they're just like, okay, well, it seems like. And I'm like, I have been telling you this from day one. Please, I feel like I'm being clear. I'm pretty sure I was being clear. I was being as clear as humanly possible, as clear as a human could be through text, you know, because I'm not talking on the phone with these people ever again. Bless their hearts, they're very nice, but I hate talking on the phone. So, and they're just like, okay, so you're probably gonna need a different SD card. And I'm just like, right, I'll go buy an SD card. So I bought a different SD card. and it didn't work. You know, I bought the one that they said should work. It didn't work. And I'm just like, it didn't work. What do I do? And they're just like, okay, are you sure it was this type? And I'm just like, yes, I'm positive. And they're just like, was it this type though? Was it like this other type? And I'm just like, maybe I'll go try another one. And I did. I tried like 4 different SD cards. I tried them all. I bought one. My dad brought some from like he had a couple laying around that were the type that should have worked. Keyword should have. None of them worked. So I had to return the other SD card to like Best Buy, and I'm just like, don't ask me why it doesn't work. I swear I don't have time for this. It's a great SD card. It's just I'm dealing with a bunch of buffoons, and I am one of them. So who can really be blamed here? They were like, okay, well, it seems like the SD card reader is corrupt or something like that. It's like broken and you need to reset it. And I'm just like, great, that's awesome. Awesome. It won't be that bad. It can't be that bad. They're just like, it's an SD card. It's easy to access. You just take the bottom off. There's a little thingy, and then they said the directions. They sent me directions too. They sent me like an actual file that had directions on it. It said, push it, it'll click, and then it'll come out. You know, it's just like thinking, you know, and it'll come out. Tried doing that. I tried pulling it out, and then it's actually just a little thing it's a little like door that you just kind of flip open. So it didn't even apply to my 3D printer. And I'm just like, okay, that's just great. So that just irritated me. It's not a big deal, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I almost broke it. I hate it when I almost break things. And yeah, so, and I was just like, it won't be that bad. It'll be just an SD card I can put in my computer, and I can just reset it, and it'll be fine, and then we can troubleshoot from there. Wrong. It was microchip. I don't have a microchip reader, and now I need a microchip reader. And they're just like, oh, and you can buy a microchip reader at Walgreens. And I'm just like, cool. Awesome. Means I have to go out in public and buy something now. This has bled into the real world. I'm tired of it. I already did when I bought the other SD card, but now I'm looking for something I really don't know where to get. I more or less know how to navigate Best Buy. I don't really know how to navigate Walgreens. Not Walmart. Did I say Walmart? I think I said Walmart. I probably said Walgreens. I don't care. But yeah, today I walked into Walgreens and I'm just like, do you have a microchip reader? And they're just like, we actually stopped selling those recently. And I'm just like, why? Why? So now I need to I'm tired of walking into stores and being like, please give me this thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just don't like feeling like an idiot. Just, you know, 'cause who does? Plus it's like, oh, like, what do you need it for? And it's just like, well, this thing happened to a 3D printer, and now I just get caught up in those details, and it's just, then the person is standing there like, okay, I didn't care, you know, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I still don't have a microchip reader. I need a microchip reader. I don't have one. I'm gonna have to order one. And it's frustrating because all of this, I felt like all of this should have been solved after I fixed the printers. Boy, was I wrong. But now it's just this whole